Hi guys, in this video I would like to do a review on this, which is the cheapest keyboard that you can buy on Amazon. So if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Diego and I am the director of the Hit Music Studio. We are two South Florida based music schools and we have over 700 students. And all the time we get asked about what pianos and keyboards we do recommend. So we went ahead and got the cheapest keyboard that you can find on Amazon, because we thought it would be a good idea to review it, show it to you guys, and tell you if we think that this is a good idea to purchase for your beginner student. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll probably play a little bit so you can hear how it sounds. So let's go ahead and get it open. So here we have it. By the way, the model is the Casio SA46. And I believe it has 46 keys. And one thing that I find very interesting is that it is pretty small. So it is going to be a good keyboard for probably students that are pretty young. We're talking about maybe younger than 10, 11, probably will be okay. I've seen a couple of other reviews in which people would complain that the keys were not full size, and I don't agree that you need full size keys for a student that is young. Actually, we do prefer if the keys are not full size, let's say on a digital piano, because for a student that is 5 years old to play an actual piano, it's gonna actually be a little bit challenging. So this size of keys, I think it's not a bad size for someone that would be, 6, 7, 8, even a little bit, of course, younger. Now, with 46 keys, and one of the things that let me show you there in the shot, we can fit both hands on the piano. And that would give you C position. So I would say with the amount of keys that it has, you can probably get a good 3 months of learning, maybe 6 months. Maybe that's a little bit of already pushing it. I would say this keyboard, if you do purchase it, it's going to need to be replaced if the student is serious and truly wants to learn for a year, 2 years, because this is not gonna cut it for later on. But at $40, which is incredibly inexpensive, I do find it as something that can absolutely be a good choice for a student. It has multiple sounds, it has drum beats, and by the way, it works with batteries, so it works with 6 AA batteries. We haven't tested how long do they run, but it doesn't seem to probably be an issue. Important to probably turn it off every time that you're not using it. I think it has the ability to be powered by an adapter, which doesn't come with it. So that is something that I guess you can probably explore if you don't want to spend money on batteries. But I guess let's check a little bit of how it sounds. Like the first sound that we have there is a piano sound. Not particularly a good piano sound, but again, for $40, definitely I think it's okay. If we go there to a couple of other sounds and maybe check. One thing, if you are an adult, this would not be a correct keyboard, because I think maybe you can see there in the shot, it is challenging to play keys that are so small. I do have a professional keyboard that the keys are about this size too, and I can play certain basic things on it, but if you're trying to play something pretty intricate, I wouldn't be able to make it. So at the same time, someone that is in their first 3 months, 6 months is not gonna be playing pretty intense things. So I think, again, I think it should be fine for someone that is starting out. Seems to sound fine for like the price. So none of the sounds are particularly expensive. I do believe, and we normally recommend Yamaha. This is a Casio keyboard. Yamaha tends to, in my opinion, have sounds that are a little bit more usable, more pleasant, but at the same time, for someone that is young and started out, you may not even be able to tell the difference. Now, when you compare this to a professional keyboard, there's a big difference, but at the same time, for someone that is starting out, I guess your ear may not even recognize that much of a difference. So again, I like it. I think it's a good option. It has a little bit of drum beats, a couple of drum pads there, so you can, I guess, fool around a little bit with that. And I do think that you can put patterns, which patterns are drum beats, so you can practice a couple of things. which that, it's a pretty good pattern. You can slow it down, you can speed it up, which can help the student have enough so they can get along. Great choice, I think, for the first 3 months, especially if you feel like your student may not last that long and you don't want to spend, $200-300 on an expensive keyboard. I don't think it goes too loud, so definitely not an instrument to try to, play in front of the whole family. But again, of course, this is probably not what it's intended for. So I overall like it. I'll probably try to play a couple more things so you guys have an idea of what it sounds. But would I recommend this for a student that is, younger than 10? Absolutely. Especially if you have concerns. They'll probably have done all their activities and they don't stick with anything and you don't want to spend the money. I think so. I think the only drawback is that if the student does become serious, you're probably going to have to replace it. One thing you can probably do is just give it away to someone else that is starting lessons so they can have it also as somewhat of a trial instrument to check if they are interested in learning. So let me try to play a couple things on it, but I like it.